Hey, Ronan, if it spreads, you're dead.
Sounds like some dates I've been on.
Ugh, you're so problematic.
Welcome to Deadsville.
Greetings, Boo Believers. Welcome to Deadsville Horror Talk. I'm your host, Ronan James. To my left, as always, the lovely Steph Infection.
Hello, Scream Hearts.
On today's episode, we are going to review the new 2026 horror comedy, Cold Storage. Before we do that, we will tell you a little bit about us. If this is the first time you are joining us on Deadsville Horror Talk, I'm your host, Ronan James. I have been a stuntman, stunt coordinator, now director for over 20 years. I create content and review movies and make an ass of myself on the internet quite often.
Yes, you do. You do that well.
And, Steph Infection, my partner in crime, actress, co-content creator,
I
and
only make an ass out of myself sometimes.
sometimes when I need you to. When the skit requires
Exactly. Yeah.
So yes, we are your hosts here at Deadsville Horror Talk. We've been in the business now, myself over 20 years, Steph Infection about 7 or 8.
Yes,
We've
got that.
the producers and creators of Amityville Barbie, the short film that is winning awards right now on the film festival circuit. And we have a bunch of stuff still on the way. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you feel like you get a little bit more insight here than your normal horror movie review podcast. Since
Insider.
yeah, a little insider tip since we both have been on, both sides of the camera here. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
all right. So that all said, at this point, we need you to subscribe, like, follow, ding the bell,
Ding
all that,
bell.
all that good call to action, social media stuff. Please make sure that you are subscribing or liking, sharing. Tell your friends, horror fans. Would love this podcast. Hopefully we give you a little, like we said, a little more insight. We'll give you some stunt insight and
They're always fun.
and other things that go into the business of filmmaking that maybe some other podcasts might not have insight on. So
that's our goal.
all right. Also today on this episode, we're going to debut Adventures in Snacking.
Yeah.
We
What do
used
you do
to
when you go to the movies, right?
you snack.
Yeah.
So
that's perfect.
yeah, so we're going to add a little, it's going to be a quick little segment that we're going to do. Again, if this is the first time you're joining us, we do the first part of our show will be about 15 minutes where we discuss the plot, the director, the cast, and we do our spoiler-free review. Then we usually take a little break and jump to our spoilers. Well, now in between there, in that break, we're going to do our our adventures in snacking.
Yeah, well, we'll pick one each episode, and it can be something that shouldn't be eaten, and sometimes it's very yummy. So
Yeah.
tune in to see what we're reviewing.
We'll see. We could give you something good to take with you next time you go to the movies or when you're watching one of these movies at home. So
Or something to prank somebody with.
yeah, there you go as well. Yeah. So that's how we're going to do things from now on. We are introducing Adventures in Snacking. So also make sure you follow all of our social medias because we will break down some reels. We'll probably put the Adventures in Snacking reels out on their own as shorts. So you can find those on our YouTube page at Deadsville 13, Facebook pages and Instagram and all those fun places on the social medias.
Yeah, we got them all mostly.
But most important, the YouTube page, that's where you can watch the video for the podcast. And of course, if you are listening right now, any of the streaming platforms, where are we? Apple and Deezer and... Come on.
You put me on the spot.
Podcast Addict. That's where I listen to most of my podcasts.
I don't know that one.
Amazon. There's a bunch.
Yes.
You can find us everywhere but Spotify. We're not
Pretty much.
gonna do the Spotify thing until they start paying artists and changing some of their business practices. So. All right, let's get into it, Steph Infection. Why don't you read us the synopsis for Cold Storage?
All right, here we go. When a highly dangerous fungus escapes from a secret laboratory, a former bioterrorism agent is called back into action. Alongside 2 young employees, he must confront an invisible and out-of-control threat.
Very good, very good. Yes, and the plot, it's a very familiar plot.
Yeah.
But I think they
Done
put a nice
differently.
little spin on it. They do their own little, their own little version of the tried and true contagious viral outbreak kind of thing,
Yeah,
a
it's like a
fungal
it's a
outbreak.
mix of different sci-fi movies and other, kind of infection movies,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's everything kind of all wrapped up in there, so it was cool.
Yeah. Takes place inside a self-storage facility,
Yeah.
which is a hot button for me because that's the business I want to get into.
You know what you said.
I say it all the time. This is where I say it when we're driving past them all the time too. That's the business to get into. There's
Like they're everywhere now.
everywhere because everybody has stuff and nowhere to put their stuff.
Yeah,
And you don't really have
we
to.
were just saying this. We could pass down stuff, and nobody wants to get rid of anything. Nobody can afford. But yeah.
So, but yeah, very clever putting this thing in a storage facility, and it makes for a fun setting, and claustrophobic setting.
If you ever bought a storage unit, it would be one that was over some fungus like this. That would be your luck.
Oh, that would be my luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be your
Oh, you're saying if I got opened a storage unit? Yeah, as a business. Yep.
The fungus.
Yep, for sure.
Affect it.
For sure. All right, well, let's not get too deep into that now.
anything.
Oh, I know the fungus in the storage facility, but yeah, it's on there. I get it.
It's all
All right, well, let's move to our writer director. Got writer David Kopp, I guess is his name. And what else has he done? David Kopp. I'm on him now.
All right, there you go.
He is known for Jurassic Park. He was one of the writers on the original Jurassic Park.
That was good.
Stir of Echoes, Mission Impossible. Man, this dude's he's got a ton. He's got
He does.
43
And
writing credits, which
Indiana
include
Jones was that?
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which is that last
The
one.
Mummy.
He did The Mummy, which was that last Mummy too.
Oh yeah.
Lego Jurassic World. Premium Rush. He wrote Premium Rush. Wow, that's the Bicycle Messenger movie I tell you about with the vision where they talk about the traffic vision. Yep.
Making scenes and
He's got a ton of credits. Oh, he did Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. He did Lego Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Brick. He did Zathura.
You're just gonna go down the whole list, aren't you?
Dude, he's done some amazing movies here.
These are screenplays, so I don't know what.
Well, writer and screenplay. So somebody else would write the story and he would adapt it to a screenplay. So like with War of the Worlds here, he adapted, this was the 2005 War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. He adapted the old War of the Worlds into a new screenplay. So that would say screenplay as opposed to writer. So the writers of the original would get credit for writing as well on that, where he would get the adaptation for the screenplay.
All right, so moving on, David Kopp was literally wrote everything. So the director, Johnny Campbell, what is Johnny Campbell known for?
Well, Dracula TV miniseries,
I saw that on there. I didn't know.
2018 to 2020, Westworld. He's got a lot of TV stuff here. Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, we did see that.
Alien Autopsy,
Couple episodes.
Shameless, MI5. Yeah, I mean he's
Direction was good.
the direction was good. His direction is nothing compared to the writer's writing credits. I mean, the writer's got a ton of big name stuff there.
But those suspenseful moments where you're peering and looking down hallways and stuff like that, and just like any horror film. But I really felt in this one. So
the direction was good in this. I mean, they did a good job of conveying the confined space, of setting up jump scares. I guess what else? Directorial wise, I mean, he got good performances out of all of his actors. We might as well jump into the actors now.
yeah.
The cast was really good. It was pretty small, but it was still pretty. They were all pretty solid.
Yeah, so like we start out seeing, I guess, Liam Neeson and Leslie Manville first with somebody else that I didn't recognize.
Yeah, that was, we'll get to that opening scene, but
Yeah.
there, you know, you've got Liam Neeson in this thing.
Yes.
He's probably your biggest star, and then after him would be Joe Keery from Stranger Things.
He plays Steve.
Plays Steve in Stranger Things. He's Tea Cake in this one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, those are like the biggest. Oh, Richard Brake. Richard Brake as well is in there, and you recognize Richard Brake from Rob Zombie movies, 31.
Oh, yeah.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's great character actor. He's done a bunch of horror stuff. Yeah, so those are your biggest names. Richard Brake's part's kind of small. He probably did all his stuff in a day, I would suspect.
Yeah.
Because he just had like the military commander thing, the angry military commander.
Yeah, he was really only, there was like 2 maybe kind of different backgrounds that he was in, so he probably did all that in one day.
We had a couple guys that were bikers in this, and girls.
Yeah, but one was like a doctor, the biker.
Which one? Oh, yeah, the one guy with the glasses.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, the like nerdy biker. He was like all in leather.
Yes. They were calling him doctor. I'm sure he was like a doctor.
Yeah.
They were like a mismatched kind of like crew, which made it more comical.
Yeah. Yeah. So the cast was fun. I'm not familiar with Georgina Campbell, but I thought she was awesome.
Let me see.
What else has she done? Because she plays Naomi, and she's pretty much the co-star. I mean, it's
great.
Tea Cake and Naomi are.
She was in Barbarian.
Oh, okay, all right.
Black Mirror, the TV series. Amy, I didn't watch that. The Watchers. Let's see.
Yeah, Barbarian's the one thing that I recognize her from.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I know you watched that, but did not watch Barbarian yet. You know, when
She's done a lot of TV as well.
yeah, looks like. But she was good. She's very pretty, good little actress.
Yeah, I liked her character, well written. She's like the persuasive, curious one.
She's me.
And Joe Keery plays like the kind of like people pleaser to the point where he's gotten himself in trouble before. We learned that early on.
Yeah.
But yeah, they good on-screen chemistry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were really good together.
And different personalities with like their characters, but that's why it fits so well, you know, and they kind of understand each other.
Yeah.
Good writing.
All right. So yeah, let's get to our thoughts. Your first, Death Infection. Spoiler-free first takes.
All right. Well, my spoiler-free first take is that it started out with a bang. You were instantly thrown in, I felt like, into kind of high anxiety situation, and the pace, I felt, never slowed down. Like, I mean, there's moments of slowing down, but it stays kind of fun and jumpy the whole time. I went into this blind, like if I read what it was about, I didn't re-look it up. I didn't watch a trailer. I had no idea. And it kind of explains to you in the opening what's going on pretty clearly. So kind of knew what I was in for after that. But I thought it was I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was so much better than I initially, I had no expectations, but I thought it was funny. You were laughing. It was scary. The jump scares, there was a ton of them. There's also like some crazy fun kind of CGI scenes and stuff, and then some other that looked even a little bit more practical. So I loved it. I thought it was excellent. Really good. I would watch it again, and that means a lot coming from me.
All right. I also really enjoyed it. I thought they did a really good job. I mean, it's obviously not a huge budget. It's a smaller budget movie that they did a lot with, and they managed to make it feel like a big production, but they kept it all in this one location, really. I mean, aside from the first scene, which takes place out in the field, which we'll get to when we get into our spoiler breakdown. The bulk of the movie after that intro takes place all in the one spot. And yeah, good writing, fast pacing. There's a couple spots where they give you some time to catch your breath and kind of assess what's happening along with the characters, which I think was needed, because everything, once it starts happening, it's just like so quick. You're just like, man, this is moving fast. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend. It's CGI. There's a bunch of CGI in here, but there's a lot of practical stuff that they do as well. And yeah, the jump scares were good. The setups were really good. Yeah, overall, I mean, it's based on a book, which I've never read, obviously. I didn't even know. Yeah, it was based on a book, and we'll get to that too when we jump into some more of the plot breakdown and all that. But yeah, it's adapted from a book, and I'm kind of curious now how, like, yeah, how close to the original it was, because it was really well done. Yeah, I thought it was really well written. The characters were all, the main characters were fleshed out really well, and then all the supporting characters were fleshed out enough that we knew what we were, knew what we were getting.
Yes.
So yeah, I dug it. Cold Storage. Check it out in theaters now if you can. I'm not sure where it's going to go after that. I'm sure it'll be streaming soon because everything jumps to streaming so fast. But
yeah, I'm not sure. But keep an eye out for it or go see it while it's out in the theater.
Yeah, definitely check it out. We don't get a lot of horror. Well, we're getting more horror in the theater now. So
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Next week.
But yeah, I mean, the big draw here is Joe Keery. Obviously, he's pulling the Stranger Things crowd. All the kids, the young kids that love Stranger Things, are going to go and see him. And Liam Neeson is there for the old heads and the older generation. And Liam Neeson's great in this as well. He plays like the semi-retired soldier.
Yeah,
almost. Yeah, kind of like every other, like the retired version of who he always plays in like Taken and all these other like action movies that he does. So it's.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, no, that's
my action guy forever.
Yeah, no, that's why it fits. That's why it works so well. I think because he's. When we go, when we jump to our current timeline, it works really well. So, yeah, I had a fun time with the cast, fun time with the movie. Definitely recommend seeing it. So, there you go.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up for Cold Storage.
Yeah, I agree.
Check it out now. And yes, if it spreads, you're dead. That's the tagline.
Yeah.
Not my dating history.
Oh, my God. I would say something else.
All right, Boo Believers, that's going to do it for the spoiler-free section. Stick around because we're going to do Adventures in Snacking. We have something that I suspect is pretty gross that we're going to do today. Steph's going to grab it in a second, but we're going to play the music and then we'll be right back. So join us for snacks.
Come back in 2 seconds.
Adventures in Snacking.
Adventures in Snacking. Here we are. And what do we have, Steph Infection?
Well, not that you can see this, but we have new Skittles Gummies. But guess what flavor?
What flavor?
They are Fuego.
Fuego?
Just like Taki is Fuego. It says sweet meat spicy.
Sweet meat?
Meats.
Oh, meats.
E-E-T-S.
2 E's.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it meant me-A-T-S.
Oh, my God.
I was like, sweet meats.
Spicy. Nope. Sweet meets spicy.
Yeah.
So here are the flavors.
Yeah,
and they all have a little red powder on them.
Yeah, if you can see a picture of these things, if you're on video, you can see they're like coated with.
It looks like Taki powder.
Yeah.
So these are our flavors.
If you're listening, Taki powder in different colors.
Yeah, we have lemon, watermelon, strawberry, mango, and raspberry. But they start out sweet.
And get hot?
Oh, wait, no, I don't know what order it goes into. I would think it would start out spicy and then...
Yeah, I would think so too.
So what flavor would you want? This is how big they are.
I know. I want either watermelon or mango.
All right. Well...
Bust them open. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Let's do this.
All right. Well, I can get you a green because that.
So they have a little spicy meter on it too. It's like a 2 out of 3.
Yeah, spice meter.
Spice-ometers.
Spice-ometers. All right. I think.
Oh, speaking of ometers, we forgot to do the tomatometer.
I figured I would like to do that towards the end when.
We're doing scores. We usually do that in the front, but all right.
I know, and it always seems a little.
All right.
We're good.
All right. Cheers, Steph Infection.
Whole thing in your mouth.
Whole thing. Oh, she said.
And so far,
Oh my God! Yeah, there's the hot.
It was sweet. Oh, now it's gotten hot.
Ugh. Ah.
Oh my God.
Ah.
Wait a minute.
Ah.
I gotta explain it. So I got a strawberry.
Ah.
I'm trying not to take a sip of water yet.
Ah.
Okay, so it was really sweet, and I was like, "What is this?" It almost just tasted like there was just sugar on it. And then it gets really, really hot. Like,
Ah.
not like if this was a chip, I'd be fine with it. All right, I'm taking the sip.
Ah. I think I have one. Yeah. Oh my
Man,
God.
who actually want to eat these?
Oh my God, that is gross.
I had a ton of them.
Yeah, no wonder.
So yeah, it starts out sweet, and for a second I go, I don't feel anything, and then it
Oh my
hit, like,
God.
my tongue, the back of my tongue, and like then the back of my throat, all that. But it wasn't like it didn't get like a flavor.
Oh, that was nasty.
It just got burny. Do you know?
Well, yeah. That's why at first I was like, okay,
Which makes me think
It's just a little-
straight up chemicals burning my throat.
that's nasty.
It says chili powder.
Yeah, I do not recommend
Skittles
Gummies Fuego.
powder on it.
Yuck. Oh my God. Yeah, that was an adventure. No.
So
Man.
maybe
Oh,
you
my
wanna
stomach
prank
feels-
somebody with these.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, my stomach feels like it's doing jumping jacks.
Oh man, jumping jack.
Jumping jack stomach.
Maybe you'll get abs.
I already have abs, thanks.
Damn, maybe I could get abs.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Now we're going to jump to the spoiler section now that we've eaten that nasty shit.
Yep.
Ugh, God, that is so gross. Ugh. This is the part where we're going to jump into spoilers. So if you have not seen Cold Storage yet and you don't want it spoiled, you should pause here, go see the movie, come back, and then you can hit play again and compare notes with us.
Yes.
So let's do this, Steph Infection.
All right, you ready to dig deeper?
Digging deeper, break out the shovels. Let's see. In 1979, Space Station Skylab is decommissioned through atmospheric re-entry, but an oxygen tank survives and lands on Western Australia. A farmer takes it and makes it a makeshift Skylab museum. And yeah, so that was our
opening.
opening, right?
He runs and a member there calls from a payphone, and he's calling NASA trying to get in touch with them, and they get the girl.
Right. Well, that's in 2005. So in 1979 the thing crashes through re-entry and the farmer takes the piece.
that's right.
So we get that. That's just our basic. That's when the whole
right.
thing started. So then we jump into 2005 and we have biochemist Dr. Hero Martins goes along with Pentagon bioterror operatives Robert Quinn and Trini Romano to the tank that turned out to have gone into space carrying an infectious fungus for study. And days before the three arrived, a heavily mutated fungus found a way out of the tank as the farmer attempted cleaning it, prompting the fungus to infect and kill him and many men in the surrounding area. So before I go further on that, let's talk about that part.
Yeah. So
They show up. Well, yeah, the girl gets a call. She's in Italy, I think. Rome or something, wasn't she?
I think so. Yeah. Somewhere.
And the guys, the farmer's calling and he's panicking. He just like, it's like a...
But you get this. You get the very quickly with who did they give me this time? Because he's like
Getting the runaround.
getting the runaround, and then finally he gets this girl who takes him a little bit seriously, and they call.
This is when the anxiety started for me because right away he pulls up and just dumps his bike, and I'm like, man, you're just dumping that nice bike, just not even going.
Oh, that's what you had exactly.
I'm saying that's when it started. And then he got on the phone and he's talking to the girl, and he's like, it's gonna kill us.
And he kind of like looks up in the air, and you don't know what. I'm like, is he looking at like a tornado? What is he
Yeah.
looking at? A monster? But we don't really know.
We don't know at that point, but he says the tank's open, something came out, the tank
Yeah.
came out, this is
That's
your
why I
tank,
thought-
this is why I
I'm
tried to
like,
call you. And
Be a big ass monster.
yeah, that's what I was
thought.
starting to think too. I was like, okay, we're getting like some crazy, whatever. All right, so then, we jump to her and the team, Liam Neeson and the other.
Oh, it's
What's the other?
Leslie Manville.
Manville. They show up at the location where the farmers were in Australia, and there's no sign of any people.
Yes.
They find the tank. All the cars are there. They count the houses. They count the cars, and they're like, no people. Everybody's car's there. All the houses are there. Remember,
Yes.
They're like, oh, nobody's here. And then they find the tank.
And the biochemist is literally giving our army, soldiers a rundown on what she's seeing. So that was kind of a good way to get them updated and educated very quickly.
And to inform us as the audience.
At the same time. So I didn't know.
Yeah, they're our gateway.
Yes.
So while they are looking around, they realize, they look up and they spot a body on the roof. And when they investigate the body, they notice that
something before they went up there. She stepped on the fungus.
I thought that was after.
Because she went up on the
Oh, and it still had it on it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they're investigating the tank first.
And I felt like this was like our Spider-Man moment where you see like then when he gets the bite and
Yeah. And they're like,
and you're seeing it in the system.
To see the cells, it goes down to the cellular level, and you're transferring. Well, not. So that was cool. We could talk about that. The special effects in that. It was digital, and what they did was she's like looking with a magnifying glass at a puncture in the tank and noticing when she gets super close that there's like moving green cells.
And she starts to explain what types of cells they are and that they're very infectious and they're parasitic. And like she said, she gives us basically a rundown saying that they can hive talk in a way. You kind of like get that gist. And then when she gets scared because something kind of comes up.
Yeah, the mic jumps towards the microscope.
And then we see her her big boots with a lot of sole on them step on a green fungus that was on the floor.
Yeah, they're all in hazmat suits, so they probably think they're safe and protected. And yeah, she just steps on it. You see a little tiny bit of the green.
It goes through
and the camera starts going through the boot, and you follow the discoloring, like molding almost of the sole of the shoe. Then you see it go through like the fabric of the shoe, and then into the skin, and then it goes into the cells, and it's going all through the cells, and she just. Oh no, actually at that point, it doesn't go all through that. We see that a little bit later. She goes up and they find the body first.
Yeah.
And she starts explaining how the parasite gets into them and is telling them to climb high, so that's the way, because this thing wants to procreate, it wants to spread. So in order for it to spread, it learned to climb high, and it could explode and spread.
And they all explode.
And all the people were on the roof.
Entire abdominal and chest cavities were open.
Yeah.
Those brains were exploded, most of them.
Yeah, and it was good bodies, good effects and stuff.
Yeah, it was very cool. And then when they climb down, you can see her start. She goes, "Can you smell burnt toast?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's the sign of a stroke, you know, or your brain getting all miswired." And then she starts saying she's hot, and the girl says, "What's her name? I keep forgetting her name. Leslie Manville, Trenny." She's like, "Oh, she's infected." And that's when we see her. She's like, she can't breathe, and she's trying to pull everything off, and we realize she's going to find a gun. So they think she's hit some with the car. You know, it's a very chaotic scene. We don't have to go to every little single step, but this part, I was like, I had such anxiety. And she takes that gun and shoots herself in the heart.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess
and we see her eyeball explode.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was all contained inside the suit, which was cool.
Yes.
Did she open the suit up? Is that there was like a pouch of the suit? Oh, she pulled the hose out and puts the gun in and shoots inside the suit.
Yeah.
So I think that was like the organism trying to escape the suit. You know what I mean? Like it's trying, because that's what she said was that's why, because they like to explode and then the stuff spread. So she realized that she's inside the hazmat suit and it's playing with her brain. So in her brain, she's like, I got to get my blood out. Because later on we get him, I want to throw up in your mouth.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So, and we'll get to that fun stuff.
I thought she was trying to kill herself before she exploded.
No, I feel like she was trying to, that was her logic. Like the people in the town had the logic to climb high and explode so that it would spread. her logic in her mind was telling her, I'm stuck inside this suit. Let me pull this out and shoot myself so that maybe the blood will spray.
I
And
saw it differently. I was like, oh, maybe she's trying to. She knows she's infected. She's trying to kill herself right now. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I thought that because again, she went out of her way to talk about how the fungus tries to live. It tries to spread, so and it tricks the mind of the infected to kind of make you do dumb shit.
Yeah, she did have the. She did scrape. She had the one vial that had it in there, and it was in like a cold.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. We'll pick up here. Martins takes a sample of the fungus before a patch that she stepped on corrodes the boots of her hazmat suit. Infects Martin, starts controlling her activities before, in a last moment of lucidity, Martins commits suicide. Oh, so this does say, in the last moment.
Oh,
I mean, that's
how I saw it.
Well, that's how they see it. So I don't know if that's actually what they were thinking. To me, I thought it was the thing trying to get out, get the fungus out.
That thing would have came out if it wanted to come out. I think she was trying to. That's how I
maybe
saw the whole thing.
Yeah, maybe
because she was fighting them for the gun. I know. It's before she got totally crazy. She committed suicide.
All right. Well, the military incinerate the farm and corpses while the sample is taken to an underground cold storage vault at the Atchison Storage Facility in Kansas. In the intervening years, the government has sealed the vault and rented the ground level section to a self-storage company. In present day, elderly client Ma Rooney enters her storage unit intent on committing suicide, and night guards Travis and Naomi start hearing a beeping alarm and try to discover its source. Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, I knew that as soon as the old lady pulled the gun out. I was like, well, that's going to come out later. And also, the
gun's going to come in handy. There's foreshadowing. Yep.
Especially when she said, maybe I'll just go to sleep and not.
Maybe let's take a nap. Let's take a nap first. That was cute.
It was. But yeah, I like the whole scene where it gets me angry though, because I'm like, what government? I mean, our government would, but like.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I mean, there's your clause, there's your suspension of disbelief. And that's the, like, if you could suspend your disbelief, they start hearing the beeping is a sensor. The sensor is letting them know that the 400 feet down, in sub-level 4, that something is defrosting and it's contaminated and that's what's going on. The shit is out.
That bad, they would have never left it there.
Well, but they try and go to great lengths to say how it gets just forgotten about because the person died and this person was supposed to be, nobody else died. No, so literally it gets to the point where the only people that even know about this thing anymore, anything about it, are Liam Neeson and Manville.
And that they made it believable enough that it didn't bother me that much.
Right.
And what I was going to say before you got into that was I liked the whole scene of it was like the government facility and you saw every year time lapse and you went.
That was very cool. I like that.
Unit.
Yeah. That was very cool the way they did that.
And I was like, oh, don't tell me we're going to believe they forgot it there. And then they did.
And that's what happened. They just forgot it. So yeah. In the intervening years, yada yada, present day Ma Rooney, and turns out to be an alert for a malfunction. So yeah, we're beeping, and that's an alert for the malfunction of the vault systems caused by a rise in temperatures, prompting Robert to be contacted in his Raleigh, North Carolina home by a military officer who, when asked for a name, nicknames herself Abigail. Knowing the dangers brought by the fungus, which is already breaking out of the vault, Robert asks the military for transportation. Once in Kansas, he's received by Trini, who drives him to pick up a device in her home.
Oh, yeah. That was funny, too. It was in her son's home.
Yeah. And I feel like, let's talk about, let's get into this. Yeah, let's start with the beeping was good, because with them running around looking for the beeping, that was fun, because that was like their bonding. They're kind of doing their Scooby thing, running around the halls. But
how many times have we even done that here? We're like, where's
oh, yeah.
Coming from?
One of the fire extinguishers, fire alarms, smoke detectors, yeah.
Yeah, like I've done that in my house where I'm like, which floor is it?
Yep.
And you say, you know, that's
And you're walking
exactly
all
what it
over
was.
like, where's the beep?
And then they're like, all right, we're here all night. Let's
It's behind the wall.
behind
Let's
the
just break the wall and we'll fix it tomorrow.
It was funny though, because she's like, let's do it. And he's like, well, I need this job. And then he's like, oh, whatever, fuck it. Like, you know, that was funny tonight. Because, and we both, if we put a hole in that wall, who would it be climbing in first? It'd be me.
That'd be you.
100%. Especially if I see some crazy, like, government stuff. Now, I will say, and I'll say later, there was a point where I said, nah, I would have bailed out.
Yeah. When she was in sub-basement 4 and about to open the big door, that's when she finally said, nah.
250 feet and walking down a ladder? I can't even walk up a 3-4 step ladder. I get vertigo. Get out of here.
Real quick before we move on, let's also point out that during this the scenes of finding the beeping and breaking open the wall and everything, we also learned that Tea Cake was in jail.
Oh, yeah.
And why? Because he's a people pleaser, because he's an idiot, basically, because somebody told him to wait and watch his car while they ran in or something, and they robbed the place, and he had no idea, and they got arrested for it.
Yeah.
So
he was like the getaway guy, but
he didn't even really know it was going on. But he just likes, and that's why he's so, you know, inclined to go along with some of these
but he was
riskier things that the girl is pushing, that normal people would be like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do
I'm
that.
not normal?
Yeah, you're not normal.
Well, first off, when we first saw his character, Tea Cake, I saw his, you know, prison tat on his.
Yeah. She notices it on his arm and stuff
When I
too.
noticed the net, I was like, this is going to come up later.
Yeah.
Something. But he was adorable.
Yeah, bad tattoos. There's often a reason for them. They're not real. It's not a real bad tattoo on Joe Keery's neck. That's there for his character.
Well, duh.
All right, where are we at? Oh, okay. So then we have. While that's going on there, we've got Robert and Trini. So Robert's like, and item 7. I need item 7.
Item 7.
Item 7. I must have item 7.
I thought it was going to be way cooler.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
It was pretty cool.
The school for radiation physics. However, I was like, oh man, I thought it was going to be some like monster that eats stuff.
Some BFG or something, big fucking gun or something. It's a big fucking bomb, but so Trini gets them, picks them up, and drives them to her son's home. And when she's walking in, they pass this really fucking cherry 60, I want to say like 68 Firebird.
Oh yeah, I remember the
red Trans Am Firebird. Really nice car. And when they pass it, I said, that car's going to come back later. Yeah. She's like, yeah, it's my son's house. We got to be quiet. Don't wake him up. And that car is just too nice to be.
It was too noticeable.
Too noticeable, stands out too much. They're going to use that.
Yeah, why would they just show it?
So now later on, Trini shows up at the last minute in the car.
Yeah.
But there's so little of it. I feel like there's got to be more scenes with that Firebird in it that are cut. There has to be some footage on the cutting room floor with Trini racing down to get them or something, because it was just, even at the end they even made a line about. She even said as they were getting away, she's like, "Oh, my son's car."
I know.
It was
like the director's car or something, or the writer's.
True, but I'm betting that, this movie was 99 minutes, so it already was 9 minutes over the Devil's runtime, which is 90 minutes, which is what studios like everything to be at. So I'm betting there is some footage with that car and some kind of driving scene, because there was a lot of focus on the car in the very short scenes it was in. And it felt like too much for it not to have like a bigger part in the movie. Because
her just borrowing her.
Yeah, like why did she just borrow her son's car to just show up in it?
No, there has
like there had to be some scene of her like racing to get there or something. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right, because it was too unless it's like the right, like I said, the right.
And they just wanted to have the car in there.
Like,
yeah.
This is my baby. I just want it in here.
The directors, something
that's
like that.
That's possible too with people and how much they love their cars.
True. But I just feel like there might be something out there. So, all right, moving on. I'll get off that. It was a really, really nice car, though. Really nice car. All right. Travis and Naomi head towards the sealed vault where an infected rat king is outside the door, separating them from a rapidly growing fungus trying to break out.
So I'm going to assume that you didn't immediately think of the Nutcracker.
No, why? Is that the rat king?
The Rat King. I'm like, what is a Rat King? Because they weren't showing it. I'm like, is there? And then they were showing.
Well, they explained it.
They explained it after, but in the beginning, I'm going, is there a really big rat? I just wanted a monster. I think I'm like, wait, is it like the Rat King from the Nutcracker? Is he there eating all the other rats? And then finally they showed, and they're like, oh, it's when their tail gets wrapped up and
they get all stuck together in a clump. Yeah, like a fucking.
And eat each other.
Yep.
I mean, that was kind of crazy.
And they were eating each other, but you could see that there was the green fungus all over them.
So, and I know she's like a science major, and I felt like...
Yeah, Naomi leaned down and was all like, yeah, hoo.
Rat King in person. Get away from that Rat King with fungus all over it.
Yeah, there was a lot. That's where a lot of my anxiety in this movie came from. People getting extremely close to the fungus.
Yes.
Like...
And then
if I see some shit, if I see some shit, I am not getting close. I'm not, nope. I'm just gonna, if you like leave a booger somewhere, if you sneeze and your booger hit, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't sneeze if my boogers don't fly.
I'm just saying, if hypothetically, if there was a hypothetical booger to just fly out of your nose and be like bright green on the table, I would just not go anywhere near it. I wouldn't go up to it and be like, ooh, it looks like. Let me get a stick next and poke it.
I don't think the Rat King is evil as my booger.
All right, fine. I'm just saying. I know the booger's a lot lighter. You think I'm not going to go near your booger with a stick? You think I'm going anywhere near a fucking Rat King covered in green boogers? Hell no!
And then they're like, first off, when I opened that and saw all that green, I mean,
oh, dude, yeah, the green was already coming out of the sealed door and shit.
We're good. Let's get in here. Let's not go over and see the Rat King.
Yep. Yeah, fuck that Rat King. I mean, I would not have gone down that ladder either. No. You know, I'm not even going down the ladder. What did she say? It was like 100 and some feet?
She said 250 feet, I swore.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's what
into the darkness.
Like 100 to 250 feet because they were looking at the plans. But also, I would have went down there. I would have saw all the books and all the old computers there, and I would have looked through all that, and I'd been like, this is awesome. Then I would have been like, wait, there's no. I mean, you're dead. Like, there's no way not to just find out what's beeping.
Yep.
Nope.
I'd be like, let's call the manager at this point.
You love calling a manager.
Calling the manager.
I mean, that is, you were just.
I'm calling the manager. I'm not going down there. All right, outside, Naomi's ex-boyfriend Mike arrives in his car, and a strain of the fungus that managed to get outside infecting a cockroach enters the trunk, infecting Mike's dead cat.
Well, this whole scene, it was because he's in the front, and I'm like, why is he sweating? Who did he kill? And he calls her, the cat, like, Mrs. something. There, it's like a name, and I was like, oh, he killed an old lady.
No,
it was like Mrs. something, or Miss something.
Yeah.
Like he called. But you realize that the cat is now infected with half a face. He accidentally shot his cat. But the cockroach getting infected and then going all the way out there.
Yeah, well, we got another traveling CGI. Yeah. That was awesome too, dude. The cockroach, but they don't show you that until later.
It's like the fly in
what?
In Evil Dead, like kind of.
Oh, you're talking about the like the Evil Dead POV. Yeah, the evil.
Kind of like that, but you get that feel, but it was a lot longer, I would say, and it was a lot more intricate.
And it was actually very similar to the fungus weaving its way into the.
Yeah, it was just a lot longer. Like,
no, totally.
To the point where I was like hysterically laughing just at the fact that it was taking that long.
Oh yeah.
But once it got to its final route, we went, oh. Yep. And I thought the cockroach was going to go up into the car, but no.
Doesn't need to.
Yep, and I was like, oh, that was cool. How it got outside that quickly. And
Yeah, I mean, there are questions to be asked because, how did they not get infected if it's just touching tires and touching stuff? And, there are questions. But
Yeah.
it's a movie.
Yeah.
We're having fun. So we're not going to hold on to it too much.
Way too much for me.
Oh, yeah. And that's, that was the thing. The anxiety just gets ramped up from the beginning once they start realizing everything that's going on and you start seeing.
Oh, my God.
Especially with the boyfriend here.
When he goes in. Oh.
Yeah, so then we get Mike lets the revived cat out. It kills itself, impaling its head on an antenna because it climbs up and does the same thing that the people
Can
did.
we talk about when it came to life, when we see the cockroach go up into the fungus go up into the dead cat sitting there and he just get.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was, and normally that would probably upset us seeing.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was very cartoonish,
Yeah.
CGI, but it totally worked.
So
Totally
cool.
worked.
It was really cool.
All right, so he impales his head on the antenna, spreading remains that infect both Mike and a deer. So again, it goes up, spreads, explodes. The stuff goes in the air, mist hits Mike, gets on his face and shit, and also hits some multiple deer that are not a deer. There's a few deer out there.
Well,
There's a few deer that are out there. We just see the one that gets hit and goes into the thing. But at the end of the movie, the other deer we go cut to and they're there because the other deer caught it too. We see it.
Yeah.
It's not a deer, it's all of them.
Yeah.
Returning to the ground level, Travis and Naomi see Mike and the deer have entered. And while the deer swells and explodes, Mike pursues them, hoping to spread the fungus before the duo hides in one of the storage units. They call the military, and Abigail redirects them to Robert, who tells them that he is arriving and advises them to remain hidden.
Well, we got to say, because you said it earlier, I thought it was so funny. He was like, I just want to throw up in your mouth.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
That was once they're inside, right? They were inside the thing. Yeah. So he's...
Or maybe, I thought it was in the hallway. Or I thought it was when he first saw her, so I could be wrong.
No, I think she was like, what do you want when they were inside? And he's like, I just want to thinking about it, and I just want to throw up in your mouth.
Yeah.
I think it was when they were inside.
Okay, maybe.
They had already been locked in. Because that was the one point you got to breathe, because they're inside the storage unit, and he's on the other side.
Oh my God, but before they shut it,
oh, dude, I was
going to, I'm not kidding, like, and we've seen a lot of panic and jump scare movies. That's all we do is horror. I felt sick. I actually felt very sick from the way that I could not calm myself down. Like the second high anxiety, and I have to hold my ears because of loud noises. I get too scared. And I'm like, my heart was racing. Well, they're in the storage unit and they didn't get the thing all the way down.
The thing gets stuck, of course, because there's got to be more tension.
Oh my God, but they kept walking by.
Yeah,
walking by, and then they drop something. She falls into the freaking drums. I'm like, oh my God, I could not. There were so many things that once you thought they were good, then they weren't good. And I was like, oh God. Like the second you think, in a movie when somebody walks away, you have that moment of, okay, let's go to our next spot. No, you didn't have that.
No, they were in here. Well, you know what's funny about that is that when they get into the storage unit, it's like super dark. It's totally pitch black. And they do their hiding. You don't really see what's in there with them. And then they finally get to the point where he trips and falls. I knew right away that he fell over drums. Because I was like, that's a drum set. Because I have a studio where I have fucking drums falling and shit.
Most people would recognize that was a drum set.
I don't know. I mean, we do a lot of music stuff. I think we have a better ear for something like that. But yeah, when they turned on the lights, it was like it was like a rehearsal room for a band.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have actually, I guess, been other things in people's brains. But I've tripped over our drum sets plenty. And
yeah, it's totally. I was like, oh yeah, there's a drum set in there.
Yeah.
All right, so they're in there. Robert tells them to remain hidden. I got some like Return of the Living Dead vibes here, like to call the military.
Oh yeah.
This is when, because she's like, they take a picture of the initials. Remember, that's down on the when they're down there, and that's when she Googles it, because she's like, we have to find somebody. We have to, she's like, who are these people? I don't know what. We got to call somebody and tell somebody what the hell's going on. And,
yeah, she's smart. She's our science girl. She knows exactly.
So yeah, she like Googles that.
She kind of knew.
Yep.
Yeah.
She Googles the acronym, and that's how she winds up
Yes.
getting in contact with Robert. So yeah, everything was written so that it all like wove together really well. And also during this time, Abigail is also working with Robert, even though Richard Brake's character, the general, has told her not to, and he's told, don't listen.
Yeah.
Like, Robert's getting no backup. Nobody's paying attention to this thing. It's just Robert and this young recruit operator, Abigail. Who I liked her too. She was good.
Really like her. And I thought it was hilarious when he walks up to her and she's on the phone with her.
Yes.
And she's like, I said I was late. I didn't say I was. And he's like, oh.
And he walks away all embarrassed. Yeah, it's great. Great cover. Great cover. All right. So then we get, so now they're hidden, but Manager Griffin arrives, and Griffin, man, this motherfucker.
This is the one moment.
This motherfucker.
Would we be leaving that storage unit to go help Griffin?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't know either. With all that, I might.
I mean, they have a phone. Couldn't have called Griffin and been like, yo, dude, look out.
I think, did they?
Because she called the number for John, for.
Maybe she just knew about it. I don't know.
They should have just called Griffin and been like, yo, man, there's some shit going on in here. Be careful.
Believe in them.
I know, he wasn't believing him anyway. He hated on tea cake.
They tried, and nah, he just got what he had coming to him.
He had that terrible mullet, that skullet that I'm working my way towards.
I was just going to say, it's weird that you said horrible.
I'm working my way towards the terrible skullet.
You have the same hair.
It's not the same. His was short up top. Mine's long. My hair is long all over, except on the thin parts.
Except on the parts that don't exist.
Hey, look, still some up there.
There are a few.
His was like, he had like the horseshoe and then had like the party in the back. Like, I don't have the party in the back. Mine's party all over. I'm like animal with this shit. It's just long all over.
All right, let's move. You are such a party all over.
He had like the Billy Ray Cyrus with the mullet.
I know what he had.
All right. Well, at any rate, he mentions earlier in the movie that he's got a whole storage unit filled with 4K curved TVs that he's going to make a whole killing off of. So
yeah, we got that way early on when he was trying to get Tea Cake to move them for him.
Right. So
his gang.
Right. So that's why we are, Griffin shows up. So it's, again, the writing sets up earlier why they're bringing this whole gang of motorcyclers back to become fodder for the monster.
Yes.
Essentially. So
as soon as we heard the clicks, we were like, oh no, it's this asshole. He's back.
Yeah. All right. So Travis and Naomi leave their hiding spot wanting to warn them to flee. But Mike arrives before and infects the gang members as Griffin runs away. As he turns towards the duo, they are saved by Ma Rooney. They get outside and find Robert, who gives them a dirty bomb to be put outside the vault door to destroy the whole facility from within and eliminate any trace of the fungus. All right, we're moving quick. Let's
I don't know why dirty bomb just made me giggle.
Because you got a dirty brain for a dirty bomb. Yeah, so the biker gang was fun, and they were actually decent enough actors.
Yeah.
They were pretty good. They looked like real bikers, except for like the one guy who was supposed to look like a doctor who was playing biker. I thought he was great.
A little flamboyant. He had all the leather on.
So much leather. Yeah. Leather on leather, like leather shirt and a vest and a jacket and the chains and the leather pants with leather chaps on top of the leather pants.
Maybe he was like an undercover therapist.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. At any rate, his leather game was on point. So, and they were good. We had some kills here with the puking. That's how,
they lock in.
He knows. So we've heard Mike told her before, I want to puke in your mouth. He's like, yeah, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? I've been thinking about it, and I want to puke in your mouth. Again, this is the fungus is now. thinking and learning ways to spread. So now it has that's its new plan. So when these guys show up and they're in just moving out TVs and just getting TVs and he comes around the corner and he's got the 2 girls and the 1 guy, Ironhead, inside the unit with the TVs, and they're like, what the fuck? And you just see them like building up and building up, and it's just like, and, and then he shuts the door on us.
It's like Exorcist vomit, you know. But like scary movie, that scene from the making fun of The Exorcist, kind of very similar, where it's like just a hose.
Oh yeah, it was brutal. Yeah, gross, super gross and fun.
Yeah, it was all fun.
But then he locks it.
Yeah.
And he pulled it down and he put the pad. He just put the pad.
Dangled it on.
Yeah, he just dangled it on so that they couldn't.
Steve goes and
so that they couldn't get it up.
To shoot him.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and we'll get there. I like that too because I was like, no. Yeah. So yeah, Mike gets them, and then as the 2 are trying to flee, and Mike is shooting at them, right? And he has them dead to rights, and all of a sudden he gets blasted in the head, and we see Ma Rooney woke up from her nap with her with her Glock.
Right. Ma Rooney, yes.
Because Mike has them dead to rights, and he's getting ready to do them in.
Yeah, she hasn't. Yeah.
And Ma Rooney caps him. And and she gets away. Ma Rooney makes it.
Yeah,
makes it out, right?
And just goes.
Well, he tells her to go. What's her name? Takes the gun and goes. Says, here, I'll take that gun. Yeah, I know. What the fuck are you throwing the gun out for, dude? Like,
you don't want to go back to prison, man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the prison thing.
I bet
All
you
right.
why.
Yeah, because when she handed it to him, he kind of looked at it like, ah, shit, my fingerprints are on this now.
Yeah.
Like that was the first thing that went into his mind when she handed him the gun. He did kind of have that look about him. All right, yeah, that makes sense then. He throws the gun away because, well, you know what? He should have given it to the fucking girl.
Yeah, he should have.
He should have given it to Naomi then. Hey, look, I can't have a gun because I went to jail. You take this.
We're all speculating. It could have just been like, you know, and I'm not killing anyone. And this thing, you can't shoot. Well, you could shoot.
Yeah, he shot the dude and he died. Mike was dead once he shot him in the head. Once Ma shot him in the head. So I guess the brain rule applies. And just like in just like in Zombieland and any other zombie movie, if you kill the brain, it kills the.
I don't think that's true because the cockroach got smushed and then that just went up into.
Well, it killed the cockroach. The fungus moved.
But the fungus is going to move out. So that's what I mean. Like.
Yeah, the fungus would still move even when that deer exploded. Remember, the fungus was moving towards. And it was still.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the fungus still moves, but it kills the body. So he could have shot whatever body was, or she. They could have used the gun to kill the body, and then it gives you more time to get away from the fungus, which moves way slower than if it has a host. So, all right, just speculating. It's the stuff to talk about and think about after watching. All right, so let's see. So Robert gives them the dirty bomb. Well, this is when they get out.
Yes.
And then they find Robert. Robert gives him the dirty bomb, which was item 7.
Yes.
And and he shows him how to use it.
What's his name? TK kept calling it like a suitcase bomb.
Yeah. There's no such thing as a suitcase bomb. So the plan is Robert stays up top and kills anything that tries to escape. And the kids, he like deputize them or something. He's like, you're now agents.
Yeah.
And you're gonna do this mission.
Go back down 250 feet into the.
He went totally into Liam Neeson Taken mode for his like pep talk of, you guys are in the shit now.
I have some skills I'm gonna pass on to you.
Exactly. So yeah, that was fun. And they go do their thing. They get the bomb set up down there, and as they're trying to get out, it's fritzing out, and
it was
also
for 6 minutes. Yeah, like 6 minutes, and they thought they were going to be the ones who set it, and they were like, what?
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be set for like 9. And then when they get down there and open it up, it's already down to 6 minutes and ticking because he turned it on them. And they were like, when they get back up, they're like, what the hell you turned on? He's like, I figured you'd make it. I knew you'd make it.
First off, that was very unbelievable.
To get all the way down them damn steps, the ladder.
To get up
and down the ladder, and then I know.
Faster if we stop.
If we take the hazmat suits off, yeah.
And then it was like, they were at a minute and they had to go up and outside.
Yeah, but then it fritzed again and went.
It did fritz.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they did that because I was like, there ain't.
Yeah, it kept like fritzing it and changing the time, so that was cool.
You could see the fungus trying to get into the
Bomb, yeah, at the very end.
That was the only reason I believe. At first, I was like, oh, they're goners. I don't even. There's no way you could climb that in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, while they're doing all that, Robert, his back goes out on him, and he is on the ground. But that doesn't stop him from doing his thing. He has taken out the infected as they try and come through. There's the who is it? It's the therapist guy, right? Isn't he the first one that comes through? And Robert blasts him,
running like crazy, and she's like, Abigail's on it, and it's like, oh,
he's on you now, and he's like, and he blasts him, and then he goes down, and that fungus starts moving towards Robert. That's when he's like,
like we need more.
The heat signature. I know.
Closer and closer, and he can't move. He's all like
yeah. And then we get what's his name, Griffin, who's trying to get out and sees Robert on the ground, and they have a bit of a shootout.
Yeah.
Because Robert is like, you're not getting out, and then starts shooting.
Yeah. He's kind of get used. Yeah. It's like.
And then, is it Robert that eventually does off Griffin, or is it Trini who shows up? Trini shows up and shoots Griffin.
He's out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's out, and Griffin comes out. He's like, I heard you're empty. Ha ha ha.
I can count. Oh.
Yeah. I would love to know the fucking.
How long have you been counting?
Here's my question. Like, you see this all the time. I counted your bullets in the middle of a firefight. Who has that much ice in their veins that in the middle of a firefight they are counting the other person's bullets? The opponent's bullets. I'm counting. I mean, the thing I'm counting mine. I took 12, 13. I got like 6 left in this mag. Bap, 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 bap. I'm counting mine, counting his, counting that guy over theirs.
I do think in this particular instance, he heard the because he did give a double click at the end when he realized he was out. However, I felt like the way that line was written, it sounded like he was saying he...
Yeah, like he counted it and knew. And I'm like, man, Griffin ain't that bright.
No, man.
Griffin is not... He has not been bright this whole movie. And now you expect me to believe that he counted all the bullets? But yeah.
I wish I knew exactly how... Because
how he phrased it.
It wasn't... Like, I just heard your clip's empty. It wasn't that. It was like...
The click of the... Yeah.
Yeah, like he didn't hear that. He said something about, I felt like counting or something. Like, it was something like that.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, oh, okay.
That's a weird one. You can count for you yesterday. Okay.
I just thought it was odd that this motherfucker, of all the people in this movie that we have seen, is the one counting opponent's bullets in the middle of a firefight.
We both are saying, because whatever that line was, it sounded like he was implying that.
Yeah, he's the Rain Man of bullets.
I was like, did you just go to the one guy that was walking up? Like, he riddled him with holes.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
The one part I do want to mention that I did like, I was dreading it when it happened, when Griffin is making Tea Cake unlock the door, when he makes him go over to unlock the door to let the other bikers out that we all know have been infected. We watch them get infected. We all know it, but Griffin doesn't know it. Tea Cake knows it, but he's got a gun on him, and he's just like, and you just think, oh, fuck, no, just tell him, dude. No. You know, every other movie, usually, the person who has the gun on him is going to do what they're told, and he's going to open it up and let them out. I was totally expecting him to open it up and let them out, and them to just swarm on Griffin right there.
Well,
the fact that he went over there and had the gun on him and still locked that shit instead, I was like, yeah, okay, that's good writing, because usually they just do whatever the fucking guy says just so that they can let them out and have the whole shit go. Like, you see it all the time. Every fucking zombie movie ever. Open the door and let them in. No, man, I'm not going to open the door. Open the door, I'm going to shoot you. Oh, fine, I'm going to open the door. And they open the door and the zombies get in. Every fucking time.
So I see what you're saying, because that's always how it is. But the fact that they showed up close only dangling there, I knew it was going to get locked. Like, because when the boyfriend hung it there and walked away, they had to zoom up on it and it wasn't totally locked. So I was like, oh, either they're going to get out and it's locked. But then when they went over and they had him, I was like, why would they show us that unlocked and just dangling there if he wasn't going to lock
But
it?
they couldn't get out from the inside.
I know.
Because it wasn't just dangling there. When you put that lock on that latch, it locks it.
I know, but that's what I mean.
It's just he just didn't take the actual pad and swivel it and connect it.
I know.
But the latch, like it was still holding them in.
I know, but I'm saying there was a reason that we saw that. So either they were going to somehow break out because it wasn't totally locked, or we were going to see it get locked. Like there was a reason we were.
I get you. All right.
So when he went over, I had more of an inkling that he was going to lock it. Is all I'm saying.
See, I didn't, because to me, when I saw them zoom in on it, to me it was just like, okay, the parasite is still controlling him and it's locking them in there so they to fester with the shit so that they can't get away in case he.
Yeah,
I just thought it was like emphasizing that this thing is locking them in so that they're going to all be contaminated by the time they get out, just in case he missed it. I know, but that's
locked them in there.
I thought it was so that they couldn't get away, like I said, so that they were stuck in there to make sure that the contamination takes, so to speak.
Anyway,
that's the way I saw it. So when I saw him go over to it, I really thought he was going to take it off and open it up, and we were going to get the classic asshole forces you to do the dumb move, and the zombies fucking fly out.
Totally locked, so it would be easier to open it, so I could see that way too. I was like, maybe just hoping more so that he was not going to.
All right, so where are we at? They get outside. Robert gives him a dirty bomb. His duo placed the bomb, killing one of the affected along the way. Robert kills an escaping infected, making him fall on his back, find himself unable to get up. Griffin gets outside, tries to steal Robert's car keys when an arriving Trini kills him. That's right, yep. Travis and Naomi then appear to get along with Robert into Trini's car, and they drive away right as the bomb explodes.
This was a cool saving scene because, again, high anxiety. I'm like, I know they're going to get away.
Yeah, it's the classic classic CGI giant nuclear explosion in the ground going.
And it's right behind
and the car's like just ahead of the explosion. Typical.
But high anxiety.
Yep. But effective. So, yes. Days later, Travis is spending time with Naomi and her daughter while Robert is in the hospital, seeing news reports praising him for preventing the outbreak while condemning the military for nearly causing it. A visiting Abigail, whose real name is Ashani, admits this happened because she leaked Robert's reports on the fungus to the press.
Which was cool.
Yeah, that's a good ending. But we all know that would never happen. They would never actually report that the military did anything wrong or the government did anything wrong. They would just have a huge cover-up and they would say, false news, the Democratic hoax, or whatever the fuck they would, whoever was in power would say it's the other person's hoax or whatever at the time. So we would never get an actual news story putting accountability on the government or anybody associated with the military or the government. That would just never happen. So that was the most unbelievable thing in the movie, I think.
I like to think get to people, who would see it. But that's not really the ending. Well, if they said it was a hoax, I have a feeling they're all going to be hit with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, exactly. But I'm just saying we would just... That out of everything that happens in this movie, the most unbelievable thing for me is the news story that actually puts accountability on the government and the military, because that shit never happens. They will come up with some lie bullshit story. It was a gas leak. There was a gas leak that happened. Or some kind of lie. We're never going to get an actual story. But it's nice to wrap this movie up in a nice little bow at the end to put that in there. So
ending.
No, I know, but it wraps up the journey of our heroes. It doesn't wrap up the story completely, but it wraps our hero's journey up.
I thought Travis, who, if we didn't say it, that's tea cake, and Naomi, they're like...
Yeah, you can tell they're a couple. They're out with her daughter and playing and stuff, and he tells her the story of how he got the name Tea Cake.
Yeah, that was cute.
So, he's letting her in. It's very, very heartwarming.
Yeah, they were cute together.
So yeah, that's good. And yes, the military stuff.
At the very end, we see a bunch of deer.
Yep, the aforementioned deer.
And just before we say what actually happened, I was like, it's going to turn its head, and it's going to have one eye or half a head, because all these animals were like, their brains were exploding. But what does it do when it...
Well, hold on, because if you notice, they red herringed us at the end. if you watch, when the one deer that goes into the facility is dying, it starts like twitching and doing all this creepy shit. When they cut to the other deer in the field, we are watching one deer that's going from right to left on screen. And as he's going from right to left, he starts twitching a little bit. He does like two little twitches. So you think it's going to be him. But then he just walks away. You're like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden the other one walks right up in the foreground and looks directly into the camera and...
Which I thought it was going to have like a funky eye or something. I didn't know we were going to... they had to.
Well, that's how they said.
Don't you think? Was it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like stuff.
It was a lot of much like Send Help. There was a lot of vomit.
No, there was a lot of vomit, but also like
the jump scares were very much in your face POV. Yeah.
Oh, from like the cockroach stuff.
Yeah. That was good too. Yeah.
On the actual ride.
On the 4DX. Yeah. That would be nice.
I thought about that the whole movie. I was like, this would have been a ride. You know.
But the other thing with the deer too was the. They even when the actual deer turns and looks at you, they red herringed us with that too, because earlier in the movie they gave you the cat with the face and it was all normal, but when it turned, face all fucked up.
That's why I thought the face was going to be fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. No. So the red herring just looked at us, and for a second it's just I knew that wasn't sucking you in.
I was like, what's going on? I'm going to vomit in your mouth. Okay, thanks, Peter. Lovely, dear.
So yeah, and that was it. That was our ending. So the fungus is still among us. You like what I did there?
I heard what you did there. I was saying. I heard it.
Oh.
All right.
You liked it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So yes, cold storage.
Mm-hmm.
Final thoughts.
Same as my spoiler free. I just think it was a lot of fun.
Read your Rotten Tomatoes and then we'll give our scores. Sorry.
Okay. The tomatometer is a 77% of critics, and the popcorn meter is 79%, which is our audience.
Woo! Pretty high scores.
I think that's perfect. Exactly. I think they're both, between 75 and 80 is, like I said, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, out of 5, I'm going with a 3.75. That's what I posted earlier on my written review, and I'd make it like a 7.5, which I think that's like solid. It's a solid movie.
That's what that is.
All right, that's gonna do it. Be sure to follow and subscribe and like and ding the bell and all that good stuff. Feel free to shoot us an email or leave some comments. Let us know what movies we should check out this year that are coming up that you want us to review. Let us know if you've seen Cold Storage and what you thought.
And if you want to prank someone, get some spicy Skittles.
Yes, don't forget your spicy Skittles.
Fuego. Would you like another one?
God, no.
All right.
All right, that's going to do it. Boo Believers, stay spooky.
Bye, Scream Hearts.